Hello and welcome to The Relevance of Now with William Linville. My name is Michael Connell. I'm here with William. Hello, William.
Hi, Michael. How's it going, buddy?
It's going wonderful, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking.
How to manage the transition from thinking to feeling in your day-to-day life? I know in my day-to-day life, the transition is occurring between thinking and feeling,
Uh-huh.
and it truly is a transition. And for clarity for all of us, William, how do you define thinking, or how we just go along our day thinking, and then how do you define this state of feeling?
Well, when you're thinking, it's a whole conglomerate of thought forms, Michael. A whole conglomerate of thought forms that are fully surrounding your mind level, where the mind is constantly scanning thought after thought after thought after thought after thought after train of thought after thought. And you're kind of then really trapped in your headspace. You're dodging thoughts, you're engaging thoughts, you're deflecting thoughts, you're going with thoughts, you're letting thoughts run you, and you're totally in your headspace. A feeling is when you're in your whole body, it's a presence. It's a presence that you're feeling. And so, like when you're out in your mind and you're feeling a presence that's calm, that's becoming in waves like love, bliss, harmoniousness, feeling of openness, vitality, vibrancy, healthy, whole, and completeness. Those are all presences that you're feeling rather than thinking. And when you're in a presence of feeling, everything in your day-to-day life, even the mental level, everything starts to flow. It's not so choppy. It's not so jumpy. It's not so all over the map.
Hmm. In order to feel, do we need to be in the relevance of now?
Yes, it's the only place you feel. You cannot feel when you're in time. In time, you're constantly thinking.
And so that this definition of feeling is very sensory,
Yes,
because I know that when I've been evaluating, well, what's a feeling, I could say, well, I'm feeling anger.
yes.
But in that situation, that's an emotion. But I use the word feel. It gets a little confusing at times.
But I would change that to you're experiencing anger.
Okay, right. So in this definition of feelings, we're talking about the sensory feelings of the body, uh, in the relevance of now. And you described some of them, and I'm wondering, why are they such uplifting feelings?
Because you're out of space and time and you're connecting with your higher levels. Your higher levels, you're making room for the rest of yourself to come through, where you're not engaged in the third or fourth dimension. You're opening up to higher dimensional planes of yourself, and you're going direct within yourself to allow for the rest of yourself to come into within and through the physical embodiment without being so wrapped up in all the day-to-day survival mechanisms.
Ah, that's so clear. Thanks. That really hit the point of being clear about, we experience emotions, even though a common way of speaking is I'm feeling angry.
Mhm.
But what we're really talking about here, the difference between thinking and feeling, is feelings are innately connected with our true self. And we feel them in the body. It's when our hair sticks up on our arms, or
Yes.
start feeling a frequency flow through ourselves, our body.
And to break it down further, you don't really feel anger, you experience anger.
Right.
You experience emotions. You don't really feel them.
And now let's go into making the transition from the thinking. Is thinking just based on the past or the future?
Yes.
Okay. And we have a conglomerate of conflicting, varied thoughts based on the past and future, beliefs, judgments, and now we want to transition to moving into the relevance of now and feeling.
Yes.
And how can we start making that transition?
Well, by stopping everything for a moment, taking a nice, slow, deep breath in through your nose, all the way down through your solar plexus. Hold. So, as a rule of thumb, inhale for 12 or as high as you can. Hold for the same number. And then slowly, actually, first, a deep sigh. Then doing it again. Hold for the same number. And then gently exhaling through your mouth like you're trying to blow out a tea light candle or trying to whistle. Exhaling as slow as you can, really bringing your consciousness down through your heart and through your solar plexus. Just bringing yourself into this present moment, letting the whole world disappear. Closing your eyes, focusing your eyes towards your third eye. Unless you're driving, then probably you should probably keep your eyes open. And just feeling your heart or your solar plexus, releasing the tension, saying to ourselves, body, you're safe, I'm safe, all is well. Mind, you're safe, I'm safe, all is well. Mind, you're fine, I'm fine, all is well. Body, you're fine, I'm fine, all is well. Just relaxing, just going into that flow of feeling. Feeling the warmth, feeling the energy, your presence coming in. And right now, welcoming in your higher levels and your creator levels to come in and to come forth with ease and grace, where you can actually start to feel it in your body. The calmness, the light beingness. For some, joy, for some, energy, for some, higher vibratory levels. It's all the same. It's just different experiences for each and every one, depending on where you're at on your journey. And now just slowly opening up your eyes. Now that you're totally present. And now looking around and feeling your body. And now, what deserves your attention? Do we get back to work? Do we continue to go from point A to point B in the car vehicle? I mean, what really warrants your attention at this moment? Now that we're not being ran around by thought forms or trauma dramas. And how does that feel now, Michael?
I feel my presence and the answer to whatever questions I'm asking myself seem to be it's direct.
Yes,
The mind might come in and evaluate it after, but I can tell now what is the thinking.
exactly.
And so this, in our day-to-day life, this is a tool we can use to break the pattern of thinking
Yes,
and get more clarity on decision making in our day-to-day life. And I'm struck by the shift of awareness within me, just even from before you started doing that.
exactly. And the more you do it, the longer it's going to last
Right.
because you're creating a chasm between the mind and the heart. So the heart's going to stay open longer. You're going to stay connected longer. The mind's going to start to lose its power. I mean, the mind's not your enemy, it is your tool and your friend, but it's just kind of been taking over. So what's going to happen is it's going to fall back into alignment and you're going to be in charge again.
Is meditation another tool to assist in quieting the mind separate from our uh, busy day?
It really depends on the meditation, Mike. Many meditate, but their mind is still engaged. So it really depends on the meditation.
Yeah, I've experienced that where, I'll follow a protocol of meditating, guided meditation or otherwise, and then it didn't make any impact on my
Yeah.
day-to-day life.
Yeah. So a meditation that was where you're actually turning off the mind is most beneficial.
Like a guided meditation?
It depends on how much it brings you into your body and out of the mind.
Good point. Yeah, I can see how there are many different guided meditations that I've done, and some of them really put attention on the energy centers of the body,
Yes.
as opposed to when I was first learning to meditate, it might be like a white light and this and that, and I really couldn't relate to it.
Yeah.
And the meditations that had me putting my attention on energy centers and expanding them have enabled me to now put my attention on my heart and it's easier to expand it
Exactly.
and break
And
energy.
and it takes you out of your mind and brings you into your body to open your body up, to bring it into optimum health and well-being and homeostasis, but also expanding through it.
Awesome. And what I heard you say is the more opportunity we have in our day to break energy.
Hmm.
We don't have to do it with our eyes closed. So if we were at our desk, we could be pretending we're looking at, if we're in a group setting, we could be
Yeah,
pretending we're looking at our screen, but really expanding our awareness of our body.
exactly.
And what's the most common obstacle people face when trying to make this transition?
Letting go, letting go of control, letting go of the mind trying to be in control.
Letting go and letting go and then trusting yourself,
Yes, in the
your,
universe,
the universe.
in your higher levels.
Because you tied that together at the beginning, then we're truly feeling in the state that is a state of our presence, which is connected to our creator consciousness and awareness.
Yes. Because you are your higher levels. It's just your higher levels are part of you that's vibrating at a much higher frequency that you're welcoming into the heavier part of you, the denser part of you, which is the body.
What changes can listeners expect to notice when they consistently practice feeling overthinking?
A lot more simplicity, a lot more fluidity within their life stream, a lot more enjoyment coming into their life stream, a marriage of the heart coming into their life stream, everything in their life stream really starting to work together and to flow together, and everything starting to work in harmony.
Are higher states of consciousness programmed, so to speak, to assist us in feeling this harmony?
I wouldn't say program, no. I would say it's your natural state.
That's how we were created.
Yes,
That's how creation created things to be.
yes.
Hmm.
All the rest is top behavioral mannerisms and experiences that took you away from that.
What advice would you give to someone just starting this journey of heart-centered living?
The advice I would give is that you deserve to be loved and you are love. You are love and you are loving and lovable. Everything that you've experienced are nothing more than experiences. You're saying goodbye to all of that which no longer serves you, and you're saying hello to your natural birthright.
Yeah, we're saying goodbye to all the misperceptions of how we've identified ourselves as who we are.
Exactly. And all the misinterpretations of who you are and who you have perceived yourself to be, and you're saying hello to the truth of all that is, of who you really are, and how much more that you really are.
Thank you, William. That's really awesome.
Well, thank you, buddy. This has been awesome and it's been a total blast. So thank you.
Thanks all of you for joining us. Please click subscribe. Join us next time. And William has had a number of other podcasts on the topic of feeling and thinking. If you do a search, you can find additional perspectives around this that William has shared in detail in previous podcasts. We look forward to next time. Namaste.
Namaste.